So we just talked about the Secure Act, and much of it is focused on guaranteed income options. It's a fascinating thing to me because there's a tension, I think, that exists here, in that you have a plan, which is a group trust asset that commingles all of the participants, and then
Right.
you want to deliver guaranteed income to each one of those participants. So you have to shift from the group trust focus to the individual focused, and that creates all kinds of, we're going to talk about that in the next topic as well. But what are your thoughts on guaranteed income provisions, and should they be paid out of the plan? Should they be portable? How should they be structured?
Yeah, and this is a topic that is emerging. Unfortunately, it's been emerging for some period of time. And what I mean by that is, in a defined contribution type of plan, like a 457 plan, where you don't have a guaranteed amount of benefit paid by the plan, you just have an account balance.
Right.
And one of the issues that we've discovered over the last 30, 40 years is participants get to retirement, they now have this pot of money. What do they do with it? The part of the problem is that participants may not know how to take that pot of money that they're given, that they've accumulated in the plan, and properly use it to last them for 20 or 30 years in retirement. And that's where the notion of these guaranteed income products came from. Is they either are an annuity that can be purchased along the way inside the plan, or there's another type of product that's emerged, a guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit product, which basically has the assets invested in a prudent way inside the plan. But when the participant gets to retirement, they get their account with a guarantee on top of their account. Mm-hmm. And that guarantee says, as long as you take a specified amount of money out of your account every year, if and when you ever run out of money, we, the insurance company, will continue to pay you that amount over the rest of your life. And it can be done on a joint and survivor basis for the participant and spouse or significant other.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we mean by an income, a guaranteed income type of product, an annuity, or this guaranteed minimum withdrawal, or GMWB benefit on the other hand. And so, okay, now what happens to it? You've accumulated money in your account. You've either purchased an annuity in installments, if you will, over time inside the plan, or you've purchased this guarantee of your account inside the plan. You get to retirement. What happens now? Do you leave it there or not? Mm-hmm. And what we've seen is, if I don't know that there's a best practice in terms of leaving it in the plan or not. Some plans say, sure, leave it in the plan, and you'll get paid out over time from the plan. Others say, well, gee, we don't want to be responsible for your retirement money, so you need to take it out of the plan and put it somewhere else. And therefore, the insurance companies that provide these types of benefits have made it possible to either purchase an individual annuity, if that's what you want to do and if the price is right, or to transfer your account balance into an individual retirement account, and with this guarantee feature inside that account, and get paid out over time out of your own account. So it's I don't know that I've seen anything that says it's better to do it one way or the other, and I just think it's, those are the two choices that I've seen.
Right. I have seen plans where there is a fund that ends up being convertible to a guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit.
Yep.
And that becomes an annuity. If structure changes. And it's interesting to me that so I'd be interested to understand what you've seen, but my observation is the cost of that guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit ranges from anywhere. I've seen the low end maybe 0.6%, so 60 basis points, up to 150.
Yep.
With the range probably being in the 60 to 100 range. And ironically, that's about the cost, go figure, of a guaranteed income rider on many insurance policies. Annuity insurance policies. It's
right.
I guess it costs a certain amount of money to make that happen.
Sure.
I think that the issue comes up really when we start talking about individual annuities, and that's the next topic I'd like to get to, unless there's anything else you wanted to add on this.
Yeah, I do. The portability issue, I think, is an important one, and we're talking about these guaranteed products, which are issued by an insurance company, and oftentimes that insurance company also provides administrative services for a plan. So what happens if a participant decides to, leave the employer and therefore is no longer eligible to participate in the plan? What happens to that guaranteed benefit? Or the governing body of the plan says, we don't want to work with this particular insurance company any longer, and so we're going to switch over to somebody else. And what that means is the guaranteed product is no longer going to be available in the plan, in the 457 plan. Well, especially in the context of these guaranteed minimum withdrawal benefit contracts, the participant has paid the 60 basis points to 100 basis points fee for a guarantee that, at least theoretically, is all of a sudden going to go away.
Right.
So how do you deal with that situation? And the Secure Act, again, basically says, well, we're going to create a special possibility in that context for a participant to take a withdrawal of their benefit from the plan, even though they may not otherwise be eligible to take a withdrawal of their benefit, a distribution of their benefit. But for this purpose, if the guaranteed product is no longer going to be available in the plan because of a decision made by the governing body of that plan, the participant can take a distribution and transfer the asset into an individual retirement annuity or an individual retirement account. So that's one aspect of portability. The second aspect is in the context of a participant who leaves the employer and therefore, isn't going to be able to support that guarantee inside the plan. And fortunately, many of the carriers have provided the type of contracts that can be converted from the group contract inside the plan to an individual contract, right, so that the participant doesn't lose their benefit. So I think that's an important factor for people to be aware of, that portability is one of the issues that's been of considerable concern over the years. has now been helped by both the Secure Act on the one hand for decisions made by the governing body, but also the industry has made it more possible. I guess that's right. Possibler for individual participants to move that guaranteed product out of a plan into another vehicle.
So if a guaranteed minimum withdrawal or a guaranteed lifetime income rider is not portable, as a plan sponsor, that's something you should probably address as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, yeah. And, because if you do make a decision, or if a participant does leave other than at retirement, it's going to be, could be a serious issue.
Right. Good.
As always, we really appreciate you listening to Verity Shares. If you want more information or want to contact Bruce or me, you can reach us at the email or phone numbers below. I'm Al.Otto for Verity Shares. Have a great day.